בואו נתכנס, let's sit for a second just to pull ourselves together after the break. And now we're going to dedicate this second part of the session to Medicine Buddha. We're going to reflect a bit about his qualities. What does it mean to us? About the meaning of the mantra, and we'll do some kind of visualization. So let's see how do we do that. Every Buddha has all the qualities, right? It's not that Medicine Buddha lacks some wisdom, or he has less compassion than Chenrezig, who is the Buddha of compassion. Each Buddha was practicing many lifetimes as a bodhisattva, having aspirational prayers to benefit in a certain aspect. They all have all the qualities of an omniscient mind, but they manifest for us in a certain aspect. It's more for our benefit than their qualities, okay? Every Buddha has everything. And we can think of a Buddha as an external phenomena, but we can also think of a Buddha as fulfilling our own potential. I have the potential, I have Buddha nature, I can be of benefit to others as any other Buddha. And I think really connecting to one's own Buddha nature is the source of all hope and optimistic aspect on the path. I took some notes I sent you by email from this book of Lama Zopa that calls the power, it's called The Power of Mantra. That he goes deity by deity and he explains the qualities of the Buddha and the mantra. And if this word is interesting for you, then you can check it out over there. The thing is that it's a very interesting question, and I think it's the basis of all the tantric practices. What is the basis of my self-identification? What do I think that identifies me? Is it my difficulties at the moment a valid base to identify me? That I'm identified with my difficulties at the moment? Most of us identify with the state of mind that we have now. If I have attachment, I have a little addiction, I have anger, I have impatient mind towards something. And many times I'm saying, this is me. And I identify with many of my stains and my difficulties and my pains and my lacks of things. And the tantric practice says, maybe we can take as a valid base for self-identification something else. Not my difficulties at the moment, but maybe my potential to transform. Maybe what I really is my essence is my potential to change, to transform. Because I have Buddha nature, my mind is empty, I have all the seeds of all the good qualities. Maybe I can put my identification on this. If I had a very difficult event in the past, heavy sickness, heavy addiction, heavy fight, heavy conflict, heavy problems, and it's really like something that I'm stuck there. Half of my energy is stuck there and I'm thinking, this is me. So something that in the past that it's already over, I still put my identification over there. Maybe I can put in the same way my focus on the future. My future enlightenment is as valid, if not more valid, than events of the past. Because this is the fulfillment of my potential. I will be a Buddha at one point. At one point, I will not be controlled by anger, by envy, by jealousy, by competitiveness, by arrogance, by anger, by hatred, by... No, one day I will be more than that. I will have infinite love and infinite compassion and infinite patience, and all the way I will walk in the world will be totally different. Why shouldn't I identify with that? And when we do practices that are very Tibetan style, with respect to some deity, we are trying to practice this way of thinking. I want to establish some connection, in this case with Medicine Buddha, saying, I would like to have his power over me and I will become like him. And then I will have his healing power. If he has a healing power, I can do some visualization and I will have this healing power. And then I step out and I'm trying to be Medicine Buddha wherever I go. With a pure view, with pure actions of body, speech, and mind, I'm trying to influence the world as if I'm Medicine Buddha. And we can do it with Buddha of compassion, of wisdom, of every deity. Today we practice Medicine Buddha. You know, many times we sit in a meditation, then we say at the end, okay, we can slowly step out of it. And in tantric practices, they say never step out of it. Take a pure view all along. Don't step out of the meditation of the practices. Not if I'm standing up of the cushion, that's it. I'm clinging into my stains and my difficulties. No. Take a pure view. Walk in the world as if you are Buddha. Don't identify with the difficulties. Identify with the potential to transform with the qualities of a Buddha. Keep a pure view all the time. So this is what we are trying to do. They say on Medicine Buddha that when he was a bodhisattva, he was praying all the time. May anybody who just recite my mantra, or hears my name, or sees, hears, touches, or remembers me, just by putting me in the mind of someone, yeah, may never have any sickness or harm. May they have long life, the Dharma, and wealth. This is from the book of Lamazot. So it's a Buddha, he has every good quality, but he says, may everybody that just sees me, or says my mantra, or reflect on me, or think of me, or sees a representation, may this be a healing force for me. And it's a lot about self-belief. If we believe that it has the power, maybe it has the power. If you don't believe them, I guess, maybe. Yeah, I'll show you. This is the explanation of the mantra. If we want to understand the mantra is Tayata Om Beganze Beganze Maha Beganze, another Beganze Raja Samudgate Soha. And they say, it says a lot, it's from the book, but basically all the path is included within the mantra. It's like the mantra. Yeah, not every mantra, but on the mantra of the Heart Sutra, very typical. Yeah, these two. Yes. On the Heart Sutra, they also said, right? It's like Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisattva. It's the 5 paths. So they say also it's all the path. And here it's from a different angle. It's not it's related to the elimination of pain. סילוק של כאב, טיהור של בעיות וכאבים. בגנזה הראשון, the first בגנזה is eliminating true suffering. True suffering is all the suffering that we can have, all the pain that we can have through having contaminated body and mind. If we appropriated body and mind under the power of karma and afflictions, they are contaminated, means they are very fragile. They have the potential for suffering. Even if I sit here now and I don't feel it, it can come at any moment. They say it's like a dormant virus. With this body and this mind, the potential for suffering is there just by giving birth, being born, having aging, sickness, death. Already the potential of suffering is there. The first beganze is eliminating this suffering, and it's the small scope practices. The second beganze is the middling scope practices, is the purification or elimination of pain of the second noble truth through origin. Yes. Yes. We take the true suffering of karma and delusions. Maha Beganze is the greater capacity elimination of pain. It means all the subtle imprints on our mind that we want to take them out, to eliminate. נעמי, או בכל מלא או לא בכלל. המידל ווי הזה מוציא אותי מדעתי. אז להחליט, או ככה או ככה. So the mantra looks like this. When you see it in texts, you see the red one, but the pronunciation is different, it's the blue one. So sometimes when you see how it's written, we don't really know how to pronounce. That's why there is the pronunciation in blue. So it's Tayata, Om, Beganze, Beganze, Maha Beganze. The fourth one is in brackets, which means it's optional. You don't have to do the fourth one. But Lama Zopa says in his book that His Holiness is always doing the fourth one. So what is good for His Holiness? הרביעי בסוגריים. The fourth one in the brackets, it's the fourth time. His Holiness is doing that. So what is good for His Holiness is good for us. Raja Kamot Gates Torah. So how are we going to practice now? Usually the practices are involved with very complicated visualization. There are 7 medicine Buddhas, each one gives something to the other. We need to know all the qualities of all the 7. They give us, we give them. Big deal. We will not go so far. We will take a simplified version of it. And I followed a meditation called The Body of Light, that was written in a book of Venerable Sangye that we showed you now in the movie. She wrote a book, How to Meditate. Right. And it's not just how to sit and what to do. She gives this also, but she gives the meditation of each and every Lamrim practice. No, this is the power of mantra from Lama Zopa. How to meditate of Sangye Kaaddro. If you want to make the Lamrim practical and how to meditate on each, it's really a page or 2 on each of the practices of the Lamrim. And then she offers this one. And I do it a lot in Human Spirit, and I really like it. And I think it's a very wise translation or simplification of these practices, because instead of visualizing all the details of the Buddha, we do a ball of light. So now you have 2 options. If you know the image of medicine Buddha well, you can visualize him. If you don't know him well, the color of medicine Buddha is blue. Very radiant, very beautiful blue. So we can just imagine a ball of blue light. If we do compassion, we do white ball of light. If we do wisdom, is orange. Each deity has the color. So medicine Buddha, כן, תוכל להראות לכולם. You see here is the middle one is blue. So he has a blue color. You can either visualize him. In one hand, he holds a bowl full of medicinal nectar, medicine for us. And it can be for the body and the mind. It can be just the Dharma. But it's the nectar of healing. And in his hand, he's holding a flower that also has some healing qualities. Yeah, it's everything about healing. So we visualize a blue light. Or medicine Buddha. It's up to our familiarity. And then they pour nectar to us. It's like very clear light, blue in color, that goes from them and enter our crown and goes inside. And inside it starts to spread. And it's by spreading it all over the body, it purifies all of our faults, negativities, suffering, pain of body and mind, everything that obstructs our existence, everything that puts some pain and suffering into us, purifies everything. And our body transforms slowly, slowly into a body of light. No more a discourse body, but body of light. And after we have this feeling, and we have not just a body of light, we have all the healing qualities of medicine Buddha within us. We have infinite compassion and infinite love and infinite capacity of healing others. And once we feel like this, the clear light is going out of our heart chakra towards each and every sentient being. Like the rays of the sun. They just spread everywhere, and every being that my light meets, it goes into his crown and goes into his body and heals any pain he has. Like the process I went through with medicine Buddha, now I give to others. This is the process. Okay? So we're gonna do it together now as a practice. When you send your healing power outside, you can do it in any way. You can just spread it all over. You can start with somebody you know and then expand. You can decide, but try to make it very concrete. While we do this spreading out of a healing power, I'll put a recording of the mantra. I have 7 minutes of Venerable Rubina doing a cappella, 2 voices on this mantra. You can either join the mantra or just let it absorb into you and do your visualization as you feel comfortable with. Okay? So I'm going to guide a bit, and once we say let's spread our love outside, our healing process, then I put the mantra, then 7 minutes we do the practice. Yes, okay, yeah.
What is the name of this special glue? I forgot. They say it's lapis glue. It's a stone. Yeah, exactly. I forgot the name. Lapis glue.
כן, אבל אז הוא שינה את התרגום. למה זופה לא אוהב להפיס לזולי עכשיו? שינה. כל התרגומים החדשים, הוא אומר, אני לא אוהב את התרגום הזה, אני כבר יש לי תרגום חדש, וזה תקראי, power of mantra יש את זה. כן, כן. כן, אני יכולה לשלוח לך את ההקלטה גם של המנטרה.
My mom, before she died, she saw the door.
She saw a door. Interesting. That's a good one. Nice. But the color is meaningful. Yeah. Okay, let's sit comfortably.
You're recording, right?
אני לא יודעת, ניצן, אנחנו מקליטים? כן, אנחנו מקליטים. I sent you a file with this meditation as well. So. Let's take a few minutes to focus the mind and calm down and prepare the mind so we can think of all the suffering we experience, our suffering, other people's suffering, just the suffering of body and mind that are so fragile. And if the mind is fragile, then hatred comes very strong, and then we can see the actions of hatred everywhere around. And the pain it creates. Just let's think of the suffering that we would like to heal. And we remember that Medicine Buddha has these aspirational prayers to heal every being he meets, or sees his representation, or says his mantra. So now we're going to imagine a bit above our head, representation of Medicine Buddha. It can be the visualization of the deity itself. It can be just a ball of blue light, clear, transparent, pure, shining. A ball of light. If we can see the details, it's good. If not, just feel the presence of this ball holding within all the good qualities of love, compassion, acceptance, patience, and healing. And Medicine Buddha, or the ball of light, starts to pour pure nectar, pure blue, transparent, shining nectar from him into my crown. And slowly, slowly, it goes into my body and fills the whole body, expanding from toe to the head. Everything is full with clear nectar that pacify any pain, physical or mental, that purify any negativity, that leaves me with a body of light that is very clear and very pure. Try to feel the peace of having no pain in the body, no mental suffering, just infinite love and compassion and wisdom and a healing power. We would like to share this healing capacity and to transmit this clear light, this healing light, to each and every sentient being. So from the heart chakra, from my heart, light rays radiate, going in all directions like the rays of the sun. And every being I meet, the rays meet. My clear light goes into them and pacify all of their pain, physical and mental. Purify any negativity and heal whatever needs to be healed. So we'll take now a few minutes to do this visualization with the mantra on the background. be a bit with the feeling of peace from within and outside. Thinking of the hope that we can pacify pain of others. We can dedicate the practice, the merits that we have accumulated, all the positive energy. These are causes of happiness. And when we said the 4 immeasurables in the beginning, may everybody have happiness and its causes and be free of suffering and its causes, we offer causes of happiness, we offer our merits. And may the fruit of our practice will be a cause for the happiness of each and every sentient being in our region and in the whole world. May there be no pain, no suffering, no wars, no hatred, but love, compassion, accepting the other person, the other opinion, the other views, peace and harmony. And we can slowly come back.